Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Lord Forwind here in Europa Universalis 4 playing as Muscovy into Russia. This is of course on the new Russian immersion pack. Things are going pretty well. It is 1472 and we're doing pretty well. 1472, we've conquered to the ocean blue. Sorry, bad poetry. So we're doing pretty well. We're engaged in a war. Poland attacked the Teutonic Order, which called in Denmark, the Livonian Order, and of course Sweden and Norway. The Livonian Order peaced out really early on, didn't actually have to give me any land, despite the fact I've contributed a lot to this war score. And it's now largely a matter of me trying to finish off Denmark while Poland deals with the Teutonic Order. And hopefully that'll work out pretty well. Still not entirely sure what idea group I want to take. I haven't been persuaded one way or the other personally. Probably going to do religious, just because the bonuses will stack really nicely. And it should make a big difference. Brandenburg left. Oh. A white piece. I guess it makes sense. I'm trying to steal a march here on Denmark and stuff and take some of their provinces before they return. Maybe it'll be enough to get them to peace out. Sweden wants to leave, obviously. Denmark, not so much. Lucky for me, Lithuania showed up with a good-sized army in the area. Although it would help if they could actually win a fight here. Probably should have marched to their aid, but I don't really want to give up that siege. Okay. Yeah, we're going to start doing ideas because we don't have the Renaissance except in Moscow. I think we developed that on our own, yeah. So we've got a ways to go here. It's going to spread at a half-decent pace. It's still going to give us a huge tech penalty. It won't be as bad as the colonialism one, which I'm not looking forward to. But it should be pretty bad. Oy, oy, why is this province so hard to siege? Probably for my second idea, I'll try aristocratic ideas, just to, so people can see it and see how strong it is or how weak it is. Hopefully it won't kill me and ruin the Let's Play. Regardless, we just took Stockholm, which is good. Denmark still wants to fight on, but should start reconsidering, yeah. Oop, we've annexed another one of our vassals. Of course we have. And we're about to annex another one. Really? I didn't get anything for that war? Sometimes these AIs are ridiculous. They just stole, what, 3 or 4 provinces and I got nothing? And I got favors with Poland, which could help in my conquest of the hordes, but not really. I've got another, what, 5 years, then I'll finish off Novgorod finally. Boyars want a province. Do I have a province I can give you, actually? I'll give you that one. It's not a great province, but it should keep you happy. There we are. Odev or whatever has been annexed, which is fine. That eliminates all the Russian miners with the exception of Rostov and Pskov. Rostov, I guess. I don't really know how to pronounce these names. I'm just making up as I go along. So they're probably all wrong. And my apologies for that. In my defense though, this game really does need a pronunciation guide. especially if they want us to do like a talk about it. Otherwise the butchering is really bad. Okay, Burgundy died, so Austria got their lands. It's not a lot of land though. I mean, yes, they got what, 7, 8, 9 provinces, but they lost all the Dutch lowlands. That's a pretty big, it's actually a pretty big problem for them. They tend to need that land to become powerful. I need to get rid of troops, don't I? Oh, I have a Streltsy militia. Interesting. I must have picked that one up from one of my vassals, which is kind of cool. Sorry about the conversation occurring nearby. And yeah, it's over. Sorry. Someone walked through. Forgot I was recording. Wow, that was loud. Manpower is going to be a bit of an issue for us. We don't have that manpower recovery thing that the old Russia did. The old person did. I'm not going to try and protect the boyars, especially from raiding other steppe hordes, steppe nomads. We'll let them raid away to their heart's content. Sweden is now rebellious for independence, which is good. Let's get that claim on Novgorod, or what remains of them. I guess I'll go after the Livonian Order next. Around the same time I'm going to be going after Novgorod. Okay. I'm going to have a nasty, 100 point, I guess 100 point, negative annex vassal modifier from these guys. There's not much I can do about it at this point. Let's just improve provinces with churches for money. It's actually somewhat a shame that doesn't actually give patriarch authority like 0.2 or something. It used to be too easy to build them everywhere. Do we want to try and accepting a culture? We can't. Okay. I guess I won't try then. I will just wait and grab another admin tech. And I'll also check out how much I need for an institution. 500. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Nor can I actually afford to pay a lot of money out. I need to sorry, I actually need to improve these provinces a little bit. I might as well, because I have a bit of an excess of military power at the moment. Go. Part of the reason I'm trying to get them to 10 is that's when the Renaissance starts spreading a little bit. It's not huge, but it'll help a bit. Corella. That's actually a northern province. Tax is actually kind of convenient. We should be able to. Nope, can't accept the culture. Of course we can't. Once we get to empire rank, though, we should automatically unite all of the Russian cultures. I do like that mechanic. Saves a lot of time and pain in the long run. Oh, you're only a 5 development province, aren't you? Why don't you sneak past me? Oh well. Got nothing else I can really do at the moment. There we go. Let's get some cheaper stability, which is useful. And I don't think we'll actually even see me hit these later levels, because I'm at some point going to turn into Russia pretty early on, because we actually have most of we have all the provinces we need. And we don't have to really worry about being a tributary state because we're strong enough to repel hordes at this point. We'll let them complain. Take a little bit of a corruption hit and a relations hit with the clergy. I can afford a bit of that. I can't actually do anything here with the Cossacks despite having such great loyalty. Unless I give land to the Cossacks, which I probably should consider doing. At least one province. There we go. Permit South. No, we want to not supply arms. We want conscript elite Cossacks. Will gain us army tradition. I'll take that. Because we're going to be losing a fair amount not to having, because I don't have any forts raised. But should be useful at least. Rostov is going to start stalling out at some point there. At least a relation improvement. Now that we've got enough claims on this guy, let's start improving relations with our last the nation that will be our last vassal here, the Muskov. They actually have their own traditions. I'm a bit disappointed by sometimes with them giving distinct traditions because there's a lot of nations, even in the HRE, that really don't have any special ideas. But all the other little provinces, or even Italy down here, Ferrara, Mantua. Yeah. I guess I'll do justified wars, try to get a little bit less aggressive expansion. I don't know how much it'll help, but we'll do that. Can I attack these fellas yet? June and October. So we're getting pretty close actually. I thought it's June, not May. Well, doesn't matter too much to me. Let's go finish off Novgorod. They actually have a pretty good general. It's a shame that won't help them. Yeah, the Streltsy do a 10% damage bonus. Looks like they cost the same as a normal division of troops, which is good to remember. So it will be worth me trying to have them in the field when I get a chance. Yeah, I have a 5% cost because I'm relying on the Streltsy. Stability. Cost, I mean. It's not that bad, especially since I took 25 from, got 25 off from the religious. The Ottomans still don't know I even exist. It's actually kind of hilarious. We are going to attack the Livonian order. We got for Narawa. Let's try and take that fort before they actually get a garrison in it. Looks like we succeeded. We don't actually need to improve relations with you anymore because you're above 90. 190, I mean. We've taken that. Nice, we'll move to their capital. We're going to take Novgorod's capital pretty soon. Might lose Pskov's. Probably will, actually. Oh nope, they apparently decided to randomly move and then turned around and came back. We're taking some nasty attrition up here. Will you just take the province already? There. The end of Novgorod. Finally. Let's just might as well revoke all their cores in the provinces I took. There we go. We even get some free development in their capital. It's kind of cool. Let's up the autonomy, core those provinces, and race this army down to Muscov's capital. Rival of rival? Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Just improve relations with the guy who's dying. I'll take the mercantilism or mercantilism. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Just take the silly provinces. Oh, until you get cannons, sometimes taking forts takes forever. And then, of course, once you get cannons, the forts get better at some point. Especially when I don't have a navy to compete. I'm actually out of manpower. Oops, that's not good. They don't actually know what to do with their military. It's kind of funny. Cost is only rising for the Renaissance. Probably because I have some corruption and inflation at this point. I don't have actually much inflation, I'm surprised. Let's spend some to raise war taxes though. No use losing a lot of gold when I can prevent it. I really want Riga to leave the war, but they don't want to leave until I take their fort for sure. There we go. Divine Supremacy. We now can convert these. Oh, we can actually convert the Tengri province. I don't think we can convert the Sunni province yet. We still have religious deviance modifier, which is actually going to make it a little hard for another 7 years to convert anything. There we go. We took one of the Livonian Order's big forts. They could probably beat me in a battle right now if they attacked. No, I have no reason to call Poland and Lithuania to this war. However, I don't think I'll actually spend my favors with them because I might call them to help me conquer Kazan. In case you haven't noticed, I'm going to do one of these strategies where I try and grab as much land as I can early on, and then I'll worry about a lot of the tech and stuff. Because I'm going to be fighting nomadic hordes, which are always going to have tech issues. Okay, yeah, they didn't do it. Okay, let's beat up these guys here. Oh, that's actually pretty rough. Institution, spread, and morale. I'm going to go with institution, actually. Anything to spread it faster at this point. 45, yeah, it could work. Although the military reform is really nice, I don't really think I need the morale. To be entirely honest. Seem to be in pretty good shape without it. Stack wipe them, perfect. They should surrender. I can take Riga. Can I take Riga? I can take Riga. Let's take Riga. Just finish them off because they tend to survive. There we go. Give me Riga. Give me money too. Thank you. And it is a Catholic province, which is not a huge issue. And then let's steal as much of this as we can. Specifically, the borders. There we go. Oh, big win for us. Lots of land. Lots and lots of land. Lots of unrest too, I'm sure, but it's also Catholic land, which we're going to have to convert. But in the meantime, we just gained a handful of new provinces. And now I should start dealing with Rostov, annexing them. I can always leave Muscovy around because they actually pay me a little bit of money. There we go. Annex vassal. It's not going to happen for a little while just because my diplomatic reputation is so bad due to the amount of land I have to core, but might as well get it started. Yeah, we're going to get that enemy of my enemy pretty soon. We are losing lots of money due to our forts. I guess I'll keep the forts. They kind of give me a barrier against invasion. Pretty good invasion. Whoever designed the fort network for this one did a good job for the update, because some of the forts shifted a little bit. Whoever did it did a nice job. These guys are still very unhappy with me. Of course they are. On the other hand, I can get admin support, which will help a bit. Oh, still going to need a lot more points to core it all. Oops, we have rebels. Of course we have rebels. One time I really don't want those rebels, they pop up. They shouldn't really get anywhere. I've got a large enough military. Should hunt them down. Sheesh. That very slow manpower recovery though is... I can see why they took away the manpower modifier from Muscovy, because of how strong it would have been. Yeah, that fort will fall pretty much immediately. Not that worried about it. How is our institution doing? Let's check. Still not really spreading anywhere. Other than Tver, which was a highly developed province. Actually, it's going to start spreading fairly soon, looking at it. I'm not going to use the points, I don't think, because we can almost afford to buy it outright. That's part of the reason I've been seizing as much money as I have been from everyone I've been fighting. Makes a huge difference here. This war is going to be an issue though. Raise additional levies. Yeah, we're in trouble. We are legitimately in trouble. I'll merge those together. I will use the raise streltsy here. We'll raise 8 streltsy. Let's combine them there. We are just going to be somewhat stable. Raise 4 taxes. You know what? Ask for contributions from them. I'm just going to embrace it outright. There we go. More importantly, it gets us to military tech 6, which should help. Okay. Before I get involved in the war, I think I'll actually end this video, just because this is going to be another long war. Maybe I'll get land this time, I'm not entirely sure, but we're doing pretty well otherwise. We've killed off the Livonian order, well, pretty much. And once I annex Rostov and Pskov, we will control all of the Russian nations, pretty much. I mean, I guess you could call these Russian, but they're really not. And hopefully we'll get some land from fighting our way through Sweden, Denmark, and Norway. Hopefully we'll be able to. At least the Streltsy will contribute some. We have land fire damage, which actually I don't think we have any fire. Yeah, we don't have any fire damage. We do have the shock, which will help. So that's it for this video. Recommendations on the next idea group would be nice. Aristocratic, defensive. Probably not going to go quantity because I'll eventually get it, but I'm a pretty big nation as it is. Yeah, we're keeping up with the Ottomans right now in terms of growth. A little bit behind France, but that's a France that's killed Aragon, so perspective, I guess. That's actually a really good France. Wow. Did they buff France? No, I guess just sheer dumb luck. Okay, well, that will be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Questions, comments below, and I will see you all in another video. Bye for now.